योगेन चित्तस्य पदेन वाचा मलं शरीरस्य च वैद्यकेन योपाकरोत्तं प्रवरं मुनीनां पतञ्जलिं प्राञ्जलिरानतोऽस्मि.
Namaste. Welcome you all for the yoga session. In this session, we are going to do some postures and movements for toning the abdominal muscles using the stability ball. We are going to use a stability ball and a mat. First, we shall start with few postures for the core muscles using the stability ball. Lie on your back, keep the ball under the legs, allow the complete back muscles to relax. Watch your breathing. As you inhale, the abdominal cavity should expand. As you exhale, it should contract. Place the legs on the ball. Be relaxed. Balls are available in different sizes. You can choose the one that suits you best. Some of the postures need you to have better balance and stability when doing using this stability ball. Therefore, while practicing, you should take care that you practice in a graded way, in a slow, steady way. When you do that way, the stability ball can be very beneficial to improve our neuromuscular coordination. We shall now look at some preliminary postures, especially for the core muscles. For this, first watch your breathing, sensitize the complete abdominal cavity. As you inhale, it should expand all around. As you exhale, it should contract. Feel the base of the spinal column also as you inhale and exhale. Fold your right leg, hold the knee, press the knee towards the chest. Stretch the toes towards the knee. Feel the gluteal muscles. Pull the knee closer to the chest. Do not deviate the plane of the right leg. Activate the right hamstrings. Feel the right knee capsule. And watch your breathing. Breathe against the pressure of the thigh. Slowly release right leg. Then chain. Fold left leg. Hold the knee, press the knee towards the chest. Toes towards the knee. Squeeze the back of the thigh. Feel the knee capsule. Be present. That is, your mind should not move away from the present. Be focused. Release left leg. One more time, right leg, fold, hold the knee, press the knee towards the chest. Keeping the ball below the legs gives a favorable tilt for the pelvis so that the complete lumbar region also rests completely on the mat, and use your breath to feel the complete lower back. As you inhale, exhale, you should also feel the stretch and contraction in the lumbar fascia. Release right leg, chain, fold left leg, hold the knee, press the knee gently towards the chest, chin towards the chest. Breathe well. You should watch the posture, watch the movement, watch the breath, and watch the mind. All these movements are not just at the gross physical level, but you should also go to the subtle level where you are aware of the breath, you are aware of what your mind is doing. Release left leg and keep the mind focused in the posture, in the present. Next posture is for the sacroiliac joint. Fold the right leg, keep the right foot pressed against the ball and push the right knee towards the ball. Feel the base of the spine as you inhale and exhale. And tighten the back of the thigh. As we inhale and exhale, you should feel the base of the spine. Relax the right leg on top of the ball, chain, fold left leg. Press the left foot on the ball. Left knee, push it towards the ball. So as you can see, there is flexion of the knee, and there is also the abduction of the hip. Stretch the heel, toes towards the knee. Contract the back of the thigh, feel the knee capsule. Feel the gluteal region, feel the lower back. Left leg relaxed on top of the ball. Then chain one more time. Fold right leg. Press the right foot against the ball. Push the right knee. Keep the right heel active. Back of the thigh also active. Feel the knee capsule. And stay connected with your breath. You should feel the posture. Get involved with the posture. Relax the right leg, chain, left leg, fold, press the foot, push the knee. Feel the root of the thigh, the groin. This is a simple posture to mobilize the muscles of the hip and also the base of the spinal column, the sacroiliac joint. Watch your breathing. Release left leg and relax. All these postures help the core muscles in and around the lumbar, pelvis and hip complex. Rise your right leg up. Pull the kneecap, stretch the heel. You can rest the knee against the ball. Feel the pressure of the ball against the knee. Pull the kneecap. Be strong on your right leg. Feel the stretch in the back of the thigh, the hamstring muscles. Hamstring muscles have a crucial role in all our postures. Right leg down, chain, left leg. Stretch the heel, pull the kneecap. Toes towards the knee. Kneecap towards the thigh. Tighten the top of the thigh, the quadriceps. And feel the stretch in the back of the thigh, the hamstrings, as well as the calf muscle. Relax left leg. One more time, right leg up. Pull the kneecap, stretch the heel. And it is not a bad idea to keep the left leg also active by stretching the heel and by tightening the back of the thigh. So the more muscles you involve, the better will be the focus of the mind. Also get connected with your breath. Relax right leg, chain, left leg. Pull the kneecap, stretch the heel. Watch your breathing. Slow inhalation, slow exhalation. Relax left leg. Some people may find this size of the ball to be high. They may not be able to relax the low back with this height. They can opt a lesser dia ball. One more posture, fold right leg, keep the right ankle on left knee, push the right knee, activate both the heels, activate the hamstring muscles on both the sides. This is also a good stretch for the hip muscles, especially the piriformis muscle, which is one of the deep muscles in the region of the hip. Release right leg. Fold left leg, left ankle on right knee, push the left knee and try to pull the ball towards you, moving the thigh so that you can get a better stretch. But stretch both the heels, both the hamstrings also tighten. Feel the muscles in and around the hip. In this posture, specifically deep in the hip. Relax the left leg. One more time. Right leg. Fold. Rest the ankle on the left knee. Push the right knee. Pull the left thigh slightly towards you. Activate the legs. Watch your breathing. Be present. Be watchful. As you inhale, abdominal cavity should expand. As you exhale, it should contract. Relax right leg. Chain. Fold left leg, left ankle on right knee, push the left knee. Pull the right thigh slightly towards you, activate both the heel, activate the back of the thigh, feel the knee capsule, feel the hips, feel the lower back. Get connected with your breath. The ball gives a very soft support. Release left leg. You can press the ball to get appropriately the activation for the muscles. Now push the ball slightly, straighten the legs, keep the legs little apart, legs straight. Slowly move the ball towards you, foot completely on the ball, then slowly straighten the legs, rolling the ball away. As you inhale, exhale, roll the ball in. As you inhale, roll the ball out. This is a preliminary movement. One more time, roll the ball in. As you exhale, completely flex the knee. Then roll the ball out. In this supine position, this rolling is easy. Later we will see some more complex movements. One more time, roll it in and then out. One more time, roll it in as you exhale, roll it out as you inhale. Feel the movement. The movement should be controlled. Roll it in and then roll it out. This is good for the back as well as the hips. Roll it in. Then gently roll it out. This is a gentle movement for the back muscles also. Roll it in. As you exhale, contract the abdominal muscles. Take the knee closer. Roll it out as you stretch the legs and exhale. Roll it in. The gentle movement of extending the knee and flexing the knee helps the back. Roll it out, both legs straight. Roll it in, then roll it out. Essentially, you have to control the movement. Then relax both the legs on the ball. You would gain that rolling the ball in and out without allowing it to move sideways. In the meanwhile, the back gets also benefited. And this becomes a training for further complex movements. Be relaxed. Watch your breathing. Slowly get up. So these are some of the preliminary movements for the core muscles. Now sit on the ball. Sit upright. So in doing all these things, you should note that the ball is inherently unstable. Therefore, you should take appropriate precautionary measures. Chest and navel up, sit upright, both foot little apart. Calf muscles against the ball. Inhale, exhale, turn to your right side. From left hand, hold the right knee, right hand fingertips. You grip the surface of the ball as far behind as possible and twist the trunk. As you inhale, abdominal cavity should expand. As you exhale, it should contract. Note the pressure between the hip and the ball. We'll have a very soft pressure because it is an air-filled ball. No hard surface. Turn well, breathe well. Turn the neck also in the direction of the twist. Do not lean the trunk to a side. Watch your breathing. Inhale, abdominal cavity should expand. Exhale, it should contract. Slowly come up. Chain. Right hand on left knee. From left hand, hold the surface of the ball and turn. Keep on lifting the trunk and navel up. Keep on twisting and watch your breathing. Twistings also help the lower back. They also help the abdominal muscles and organs. Slowly come up. Sit upright. One more time. Inhale, exhale. Turn. Left hand on right knee. Right hand on the ball. Twist. Open the right shoulder as much as possible. You should turn the shoulder girdle. The pelvic girdle is fixed. And the trunk, a lot of muscles running in multi directions, connecting the lower pelvic girdle to the shoulder girdle. So twisting helps all these systems. Slowly come up, change. Inhale, exhale, turn. Watch your breathing. Turn well. Keep the trunk upright. Slowly come up. Sit upright. Now move the ball slightly back. Sit on the ball but not on the center, slightly downwards, pressing the palm. Press the foot, then slowly recline against the ball. Ensure that the complete spinal column is rested on the ball. Press the foot, then slightly extend the knee and roll back. Feel the complete stretch in the abdominal cavity, chest cavity, neck also stretched. This is one very important thing. Keep the foot apart. The ball completely supports the back. Then you can flex the knee slightly, then extend the knee, thus nicely massaging the complete back. Feel the stretch. Gently extend the knee. press the foot. And doing this, you should always be mindful of the fact that the ball is inherently unstable. Then again, flexing the knee slowly, come down, stretch both arms, see that the complete back is rested on the ball, press the foot, then extend the knee, bend, taking the hand to the floor, legs straight. A very good, safe, protected backward bend for the complete spinal column. Because of the ball and the air, it completely supports the back. Slowly flex the knee, again move downwards. One more time, extend the knee and move up. Press the foot. Keep the foot apart so that you will have a better base for balancing. Legs straight, arms straight, palm closer to the floor. Breathe well and stay for a while in the complete extended position. Then slowly flex the knee, move downwards, keeping the arms straight. So all this also helps the knee and the thigh. Again, press the foot, extend the knee, roll back, taking the fingers to the floor, completely stretch the legs. So this is a very good backward bend which helps to stretch completely the pelvic cavity, the abdominal cavity, as well as the chest cavity. Also, you may note that all these segments, they are well rested on the ball. Slowly come up slightly, take both arms up, carefully press the palm and slowly get up. Sit on top of the ball, sit upright. So this kind of a backward bend is very good for the complete spinal musculature, and as you may see, all the segments, the sacral, lumbar, thoracic, cervical, they are all properly supported by virtue of the ball. So only this kind of a ball can give this quality of backward supported bend. Lie on your back, keep the ball below the legs, rest the complete back on the mat. Relax your breathing. As we inhale, the abdominal cavity should expand. As we exhale, it should contract. We are going to do some movements for the abdominal muscles. Abdominal muscles have a great role to play in the health of the back. We shall look at some postures that strengthen the abdominal muscles. Stretch both arms up. Inhale, rise the trunk up, hold the breath, exhale down. Inhale, come up, hold the breath, exhale down. Inhale, come up, hold the breath. See that the scapula gets off, exhale down. Inhale, come up, neck and scapular region up, upper back also up, exhale down. Inhale, come up, hold the breath, exhale down. Feel the abdominal muscles. Inhale, come up, hold the breath, exhale down. Inhale, come up. Hold the breath. Exhale down. Keep doing this. This is good for the rectus abdominis muscle. Ensure that as you rise the trunk up, the lumbar region is not strained. The neck also should not get into any strain. There should be no jerk on the neck. That is very important. You should raise the scapular region and the upper thoracic region up. And watch the abdominal region. The abdominal muscle contract as you rise. So this is a good way to tone the rectus abdominis muscle. Apart from the looks, the abdominal region also helps the lower back. Slowly relax. Just relax your breathing. Relax the legs. We shall try one more variety. Inhale, come up, exhale down. Inhale, come up, exhale down. Inhale, come up, exhale down. Keep doing this. So this is a movement synchronized with the breathing. As you inhale, you should get up, touch the ball from the hands. As you exhale, go back. So rise up, touch the ball and go back. So note that the trunk is rising straight. Without any twist of the trunk, and the lumbar region is well rested. The upper thoracic and the neck should get off the floor as you inhale. Then as you exhale, they should come back. And you should ensure that the neck muscles are fairly relaxed. They are not put into undue strain. Arms at the center. You can join the palm and keep the palm at the center, that is between the two knees. So that is the direction. Initially you can start with 10 to 20 repetitions. Then you can increase based on your ability. Doing about 60 to 100, or in fact some number like 108 is also quite feasible with practice, and that would really help in getting a good tone for the abdominal muscles. So what you are doing is the trunk flexion, and in any of these flexion, the role of rectus abdominis muscle is quite crucial. As you inhale, you should come up. As you exhale, you should move down. And it is necessary that you raise the upper thoracic region and the scapulae up. Else you end up straining the neck and also the rectus muscles do not get into an action. Therefore, rising up is quite essential. As you inhale, you should come up. As you exhale, you should go down. So this contraction and relaxation in the alternating fashion greatly helps the abdominal muscles in particular. Abdominal muscles should be strong, so that the back can be stable. At the same time, the abdominal region should also be soft, so that good breathing can take place. Collection of fat around the abdomen will make the abdomen loose. It may not make it soft. But any slackiness in the rectus muscles are set right by movements like this, so that the muscles become a little more stronger, and the slackiness or that sagging appearance can also be reduced. Now relax. Relax the arms, relax the breathing. Next we shall attempt one more variety in this. Keep the arms straight. We also need movements that could engage the oblique muscles. Abdominal region, the first layer is the rectus abdominis muscle, straight muscle. That is the one which we really worked. There are two oblique muscles, one running up to down. Now inhale, come up, exhale, down. Inhale, come up, right side, exhale, down. Center, down. Left side, down. Inhale, come up, center, down. Right side, down. Center, down. Left side, down. Keep doing. As you inhale, it should come up. As you exhale, it should go down. As you inhale, come up, down. You have to rise to the center, then to the right side, then again center, then again left side. So whenever you move to the right or left, as you rise, you should also twist the trunk. Inhale, come up, exhale, down. Keep doing. Even this, you can increase the numbers to suit your ability. You can start from 20 to 30. You can easily go on to 108. So note the movements. You have to raise the upper thoracic and the scapulae and the neck. When moving to the side, you should gently twist the trunk also. So this is a very good movement pattern which engages the straight muscle, the oblique muscles, the rectus abdominis muscle which is straight. Below that is the external oblique muscles which run from top to bottom, and then you have the internal oblique muscle which run from bottom to top. So in this movement, all these three muscles And also to some extent the rotators of the spine get into action. You have to inhale, come up, exhale down. So center, then right side, then again center, then left side, then again center. Keep doing this and match your action with the breathing. And note that the ball provides a very soft support for the legs. Note the pelvis tilt. Because of the pelvis tilt, there is a good and safe action. Because the legs are on the ball, the pelvis is tilted, the lower back, that is the lumbar region, is well rested. And these movements can be done safely. Ensure to keep the neck relaxed. No jerks in the region of the neck. Even when you move to the side, as you get up, you should twist the trunk also. So it is not just moving the arms side. You have to twist the trunk gently. That is, your shoulder girdle should get a gentle twist when you get up to the sides. So this is a good combination which would greatly help the complete abdominal muscles relax. Relax your breathing. You can flex the arms and relax. By changing the degree of the tilt of the pelvis, you can engage different sections of the rectus abdominis muscle. So slowly push the ball little away so that legs become straight, foot slightly apart. Now you can see that the pelvis tilt is slightly decreased. Now stretch both arms up. With this we shall do some of the abs. Inhale, come to the right side down, left side down, center, left side down, center down, right side down, inhale, center down, inhale, left side. As you exhale down, again center down, right side down. So keep doing this. Keep the legs straight. The ball gives a support. So now note the change in the angle, and as you decrease the tilt, the section closer to the upper abdomen gets more into action. This also we can start with 20-30 and we go on to 108. But begin with some reasonable numbers, because these muscles have to get properly trained, tamed and toned. So don't be in a hurry. As you inhale, you should come up. As you exhale, go down. Rise to the center, go down, right side, go down, center, go down, left side, go down, then center. Like this alternating, movements will engage the straight and the oblique muscles in the abdomen. And the contraction and relaxation happening continuously for these muscles would give them better shape, good strength, relax the arms, relax our breathing. The ball gives a gentle support for the legs. Push it a little more, keep the legs straight. Foot little apart so that you can hold the ball stable. Stretch both arms up, legs straight. Inhale, come to the right, down, center, down, left, down, center, down, right, down, left, down, center, down, right, down, center, down, left, down. Keep doing. Know your limits. By pushing the ball a little more, you can see that the pelvic tilt decreases and rising up becomes a little more challenging. Watch your breathing and the action. Note the directions. Alternating, center, right, center, left, then again center. So this cycle should go on. As you inhale, you should rise up. As you exhale, you should move down. Both legs straight. Ensure that the neck is not put to strain. Especially you should avoid jerks. In the learning phase, that is one of the things that could happen, jerking the cervical region, and that can trigger some episodes of neck stiffness. So you should be careful. Slowly relax. Relax your breathing. Now you are going to do one more movement which would involve rising up the trunk in addition to flexing the knee and pulling the ball closer. Then you have to get back, the trunk down and also ball back. Just allow the back and arms to relax. Now again legs straight, arms up. Inhale, come up, fold the legs, exhale down. Inhale, come up, rise the trunk and also flex the knee, go down. So keep doing this. As you inhale, come up, flex the knee also, roll the ball inside. Then as you exhale, extend the knee, trunk also down. This is also very useful movement for the abs. As you inhale, you should raise the trunk and flex the knee along with the ball. As you exhale, extend the knee and relax the back. Keep the ball in full control. The number of repetitions depends on your ability. It's good to have some 20 cycles to begin with. Later it can be extended. You have to inhale and come up, exhale, move back. So there is knee flexion, there is hip flexion, there is trunk flexion. And synchronize the action. Very important. Both when you get up and go back, you should match. Then relax. Relax the arms, relax the legs. Both legs straight. Stretch the heel. We shall try one more combination in this pattern. Rise both arms up. Inhale, come up, rise to the right side. Go down. Right side, go down. Right side, go down. So you have to rise, also flex the knee, but as you rise, twist the trunk also, move the arms to the right side. This is a nice way to engage the oblique muscles also. Note the pattern carefully. As you inhale, you should raise the trunk, twist the trunk to the right side, simultaneously flex the knee, pulling the ball closer. As you exhale, you should move back. Only to the right side, keep doing some number of cycles. You can again fix 20, 30, 50 depending upon your ability. Slowly relax. Now to the left side. Inhale, come to the left side, exhale, go down. As you inhale, rise the trunk, twist the trunk, flex the knee, and as you exhale, move back. So multiple actions taking place. There is flexion of the knee, flexion of the hip, flexion of the trunk, twist of the trunk. So be watchful and try to work towards that synchronizing movements. Keep rising to the left side and go back, left side and go back. Watch the oblique muscles. Watch all the abdominal muscles. Incidentally, this also helps in the leg muscles getting proper tone. Slowly relax. Keep both legs straight. Roll the ball in. Rest the lower legs on the ball. Relax the trunk. Relax your breathing. Slowly get up. Sit upright on the ball. Chest and navel up. Hips well rested on the ball. Calf muscles pressing the ball. Trunk upright. Palm should face upwards. Tip of the thumb and index finger in contact. Gently close your eyes. Relax your tongue, nose, throat and the jaws. Pay attention to the breathing. In this session, you have seen a good workout for the abdominal muscles. As you inhale and exhale, watch the movement of the abdominal cavity. As you inhale, the abdominal region expands. As you exhale, it contracts. Just pay attention. Gentle breathing. Keep the spinal column upright. Get connected with the breath and the movements associated with the breathing. These movements also help the abdominal organs. Pelvic organs are also helped. These alternating trunk movements of flexion and relaxation helps the abdominal and pelvic organs. Just pay attention to breathing. You are completely relaxed. The abdominal region is one of the favorite spots for fat deposition. So retaining this region not only helps our looks but also helps the muscles to remain healthy and strong. And a strong abdominal region is a good protector of the lower back. Namaste.
योगेन चित्तस्य पदेन वाचा मलं शरीरस्य च वैद्यकेन